Hello everyone, welcome to MSFT webcast. In this video, we will see the steps to install and configure work folders on Windows Server 2019 with group policy. In the last video, we have manually set up work folders with unsecure connection. This time, we will use group policy to set up work folders for Windows 10 computers. In this video, we will also configure SSL certificate for work folders to securely synchronize files between the work folders clients and the work folders server. For this demo, we are using the TSLab created in VirtualBox. This is a domain controller for mylab.local domain with the host name ws2k19-dc01. For this demo, we will be installing work folders role on our domain controller. On this server, already I have installed and configured Active Directory certificate services, so our domain controller is also acting as a root enterprise certification authority. First, let me show you the users and group which I have created earlier. On Server Manager console, I'm going to click on Tools and select Active Directory users and computers. For this demo, I have created one OU with the name TestOU. Under this OU, we have two users named TestUser1 and TestUser2. Both users are member of the security group named TestUsers. Let's confirm that. Let's double click on TestUsers and click on Members tab. As we can see, TestUser1 and TestUser2 both are listed as a member of the security group TestUsers. Let's click on OK. For the testing purpose, we will be applying the work folders group policy settings to this OU only. Let's close Active Directory users and computer snapping. In the first step, we will install work folders role on our domain controller. For that, I'm going to click on Manage and select Add Roles and Features. On Before You Begin screen, I'm going to click on Next button, select Role-Based or Feature-Based Installation and click Next. On Select Destination Server, we are going to select our local server ws2k19-dc01. Click Next. On Select Server Rules, I'm going to click on File and Storage Services, and then after, I'm going to click on File and iSCSI Services. Here, let's scroll a little bit. Select Work Folders, a checkbox. It is going to ask us that work folders also need IIS hostable web core feature. Let's add that feature as well. Click on Add Features and click on Next. On Select Features page, we can confirm that IIS hostable web core feature is selected. Click Next and click on Install. Perfect. Installation has been completed successfully. Let's close this console. After installing work folder role, our next step is to install and configure the SSL certificate. To secure the connection between the work folder server and the clients, we need an SSL certificate. In this demo, we will use a local root certification authority to get an SSL certificate. In production environment, we need to use public certification authority for an SSL certificate. In this demo, we will use Internet Information Services Manager console to install and configure SSL certificate. But first, we need to install Internet Information Services Manager console. For that, I'm going to right click on Start button and let's select Windows PowerShell Admin. Let's change the font size. At PowerShell, we need to use save-delete install-Windows feature space -name space web-mgmt-console to install Internet Information Services Manager console. Let's press Enter key and wait for the installation to complete. Okay, we can see installation is completed successfully. Let's close Windows PowerShell and let's open Internet Information Services Manager console. Click on Tools and click on Internet Information Services Manager. Let's maximize the console. Click on our server name, which is ws2k19-dc01 in my case. Let's double click on Server Certificates. If you have any existing certificates installed on your server, those certificates will be listed here. In this demo, we're going to create a new domain certificate. For that, I'm going to click on Create Domain Certificate link. Specify certificate details as per your requirement. You can also use wildcard certificate common name as well. Once you provide all the details, click on Next to continue. Here, we can specify our online certification authority. Let's click on Select button to select our online certification authority. Remember, we are using local certification authority to get an SSL certificate. Let's specify friendly name so we can easily identify the certificate. Let's click on Finish button to complete the wizard. Perfect. Now we have one SSL certificate on our server. Let's double click on it and we can verify that this certificate is issued to our domain controller by our Enterprise Root Certification Authority. Let's click on OK. After installing SSL certificate, now we need to bind that certificate with our default website. For that, I'm going to click on Sites. Let's expand it and let's click on Default Website. Remember, we haven't installed Internet Information Service on this server. But during the installation of Workfolders rule, we have installed IIS Hostable Web Core feature. And that's why we are able to see default website under this console. Let's click on Bindings to bind the certificate. Click on Add. Click on this drop-down button and let's select HTTPS. Under SSL certificate, I'm going to click on this drop-down menu and let's select a certificate which we have installed earlier. Let's click on View to verify that we have selected correct certificate. Click on OK and click on Close. We have successfully bind that SSL certificate to our default website. Let's close Internet Information Services Manager console. In the next step, we will start Windows Sync Share Service manually. After installing Workfolders rule, we need to restart the server. But since our server is domain controller, and that's why I'm not going to restart it. We will manually start Windows Sync Share Service using Services Management console. For that, I'm going to click on Tools and select Services. Let's maximize the console. Let's click on Windows Sync Share Service. As you can see, the startup type is automatic, but service is not running. So let's manually start the service by clicking on a Start button. Perfect. As you can see, Windows Sync Share Service is up and running. Let's close Services Management console. Next, we will create a new sync share for a work folder. For that, I'm going to open a File Explorer. On an E drive, I'm going to create one new folder. As we want to set up custom NTFS permission, and that's why I'm going to right click on this folder and select Properties. Click on Security tab. Click on Advanced. Click on Disable Inheritance. And I'm going to remove both users entry. Let's add a group which we have created earlier with the name Test Users. Now select the group and click on OK. We want to give them a modify permission. Click on OK. Click on Apply and click on OK. Perfect. Let's click on OK to close the properties of mylab-wf01 folder. Okay, let me minimize File Explorer console and now we are going to create new work folder. For that, on a Submanager console, I'm going to click on File and Storage Services. Click on Work Folders. Click on Task and select New Sync Share. Click Next. Click on Browse button to select the local path. Let's click on E drive and select the folder which we have created earlier, mylab-wf01. Select the folder. Click Next. Here I'm going to select this radio button to specify the structure for user folder. In our case, we want to use a user alias name at domain name. Click Next. Here you can specify the name of your sync share as well as description. Under grant sync access to groups, I'm going to click on add button, click on advanced, click on find now, and here I'm going to select a group test users as well. Click OK. Also, I'm going to clear the checkbox as we don't want to grant users exclusive access, so our admin can also access the content of that folder. Click next again, and click on create. Click on close. And here we can verify that our work folder has been successfully created on our domain controller. Okay, so in the next step, we will be configuring the group policy to automate the work folder configuration on Windows 10 client computers. For that, we need to open Group Policy Management console. Click on Tools and click on Group Policy Management. Let's right click on Group Policy Objects as we want to create new group policy object. Let's select New, specify one meaningful name to your new GPO. Here I'm giving name Work Folders Test GPO. Click on OK. Let's select newly created GPO, right click on it and select Edit. Let's maximize the console. Click on User Configuration, expand Policies, then expand Administrative Templates. Click on Windows Components. And under Windows Components, you will find settings related to work folders. We need to double click on the settings named Specify Work Folders Settings. Let's double click on it. Select radio button in front of Enable, and here we need to specify the work folders URL. In our case, the URL will be https://ws2k19-dc01.malware.local. Here, I'm also going to select this checkbox to force automatic setup. Click on Apply and click on OK. The same policy will be also there under Computer Configuration. If you want to set up that policy, you need to expand policies under Computer Configuration, expand Administrative Templates. And under Administrative Templates, you need to expand Windows Components. And under Windows Components, you will find settings related to work folders. Fine, here we have one more settings to force automatic setup for all users on the computer. Let's close Group Policy Management Editor console and let's link the GPO to our OU, which is test OU in our case. Right click on our OU name and select Link an Existing GPO. Let's select the GPO with the name Work Folders Test GPO. Click on OK. That means this policy will only affect the users who are stored under Test OU. So now we have successfully completed all the required steps. It's time to test the result on a Windows 10 client machine. So let's jump to a Windows 10 client computer. And on this computer, already I have logged in with the credential of a domain user TestUser1. Okay, and TestUser1 is stored under that Test OU where we have linked the work folders related group policy. First of all, I'm going to manually update the group policy settings. And for that, I'm going to press Windows R key combination. Let's type CMD and press Enter key. At command prompt, I'm going to type command gpupdates/force. Let's press Enter key. As we can see, the group policy settings successfully applied to our Windows 10 system. Now, let's verify work folder settings in a control panel. Let's type control. Let's click on category view and let's select large icons. Click on work folders. And as we can see, work folders is automatically configured for our user TestUser1. To test the work folders sync function, let's create a sample text file under it. For that, I'm going to open File Explorer. Let's click on work folders. Right click on it. And I'm going to create new folder under it. Let's give user1, and under this folder, I'm going to create one sample text file. Let's put some content over there and let's save this file. Okay, let's verify that sync is completed successfully on our server. Let's move to our domain controller. Let's go to E drive and double click on our folder, MyLab-WF01, and under the folder we can verify that one work folder is there of a user testUser1. Let's double click on it and you can see one folder is there, user1, and under this folder we can verify that sample text file is there with the same content. So we can confirm that work folders client has been successfully synchronized with work folders server. Let's close it. One more thing is that which I want to show you. Let's go to Server Manager console and let's right click on our work folder. I'm going to change some of the settings and let me click on PC security policies and let's try to select encrypt work folders. Click on apply and click on OK. Let's again go back to Windows 10 computer and let's try to manually synchronize this. Okay, and as you can see here we are getting error message that sync stop, can't encrypt the files. Now at the time of this video recording in Windows 10, there's a bug that if you are using encryption feature with work folders, then you are not able to synchronize with your work folders servers. If you remove the checkbox of encryption in your work folder, that time you will not face any error. Let's go back to our server. Let's select the properties, click on PC policies and clear the checkbox in front of encrypt work folders. Let's click on apply OK and let's go back to Windows 10 client PC. Let's click on sync now. And as you can see, synchronization has been completed successfully. Let me show you the version of Windows which currently I am using in this demonstration. It is version 1903. So this is the way how we can install and configure work folders with group policy using Windows Server 2019 and Windows 10 computers. That's it for this video demonstration. Thank you all for watching this video.